On February 1st, teachers in Oakland went on strike for 7 days in an attempt to gain higher wages, smaller class sizes, and to bring more resources to OUSD schools. Despite weeks of anticipation that led up to the strike, it ended very abruptly when OUSD announced that they had reached a historic deal. Most of the teachers were unaware of the details of said deal and were forced quickly by their union to vote. The results would shock us all when the deal passed that contained none of the teachers' requests. The following Monday, a student walkout was held to protest programs being cut because of budget cuts. The strike may be over and the deal already signed, but many students now feel as if they cannot trust the administration of OUSD. We set out to explore why this happened and hope to shed light on what exactly happened during the strike and the current status of the district.
My name is Javante Francis. I'm in the 11th grade and I go to Oakland Tech.
My name is Liz Sullivan and I'm the Director of Community Engagement for the Oakland Unified School District.
My name is Belize Gondon Cruz and I'm a 12th grader here at Oakland Tech.
My name is Evelise Diaz and I'm in 11th grade.
And my name is Elizabeth Haugen and I teach U.S. history and English.
The teachers went on strike because they felt like OUSD was kind of suppressing their needs and not providing enough for both teachers but also students. So they went on strike in order to show OUSD that it's a larger issue and a lot of people are impacted by it and that a lot of people's needs aren't being met or still aren't being met.
I think that it's very difficult to teach because people don't get paid enough to do that, and it's such an important job. And so I think if you get down to the root of the reason for the strike, it was because of the unsustainable situation that we're in our economy here in the Bay Area with basically teachers really not even being able to afford to rent in the city that they teach in, much less being able to afford to buy a house.
I personally went on strike because I wanted to go on strike for a really long time because I think that our school board and district leadership don't understand the point of the job that they have, which is to funnel as much money and everything to students.
I know a lot of us felt empowered and that our voices were finally being heard, or we actually had the strike gave students a way to voice their opinions and how they felt in the OUSD, about OUSD.
It was great in terms of community building, partly because overwhelmingly the teachers of Tech participated, and again we had some live music out in front, and we had this free coffee and food, and we got to hang out and talk to each other in a way that we never have a chance to do normally during the year. And so there are all these, a whole bunch of us had an opportunity to go, there's some cool people on the faculty at Tech. I'd never talked to so-and-so before. So that was all great. The resolution of the strike was a major bummer.
I believe they prioritize their own things.
What would you have liked to see in the deal instead of what we got?
I would have liked to see the student support programs like RJ and APISA and other student support programs be involved in the agreement.
I would have liked to see a bigger student reduction in class size and also just a bigger raise, because it's not really, the teachers aren't really receiving a raise due to inflation, so it's not really helping them out as it should have.
A lot of the teachers were forced into that position where they had to take the deal. It was more OUSD was we're gonna give you this deal, and if you don't take it, we're gonna give you an even worse one. And so a lot of teachers felt like they had no choice. And a lot of teachers were not happy with it. A lot of teachers said no. But a lot of teachers also needed to get back in classrooms to help their students, especially elementary school teachers, for kids who can't really take care of themselves, they need to go to school. So yeah, I think that there was division because there was a lack of communication, and honestly, I think it might have been OUSD's intentional doing to kind of divide people and stop more walkouts that represented like unity and stuff to keep happening. Like they wanted those to completely stop.
I know personally I felt distrust for the board since my first Board of Education meeting, but now I also don't really trust my teachers, and I feel like there's some type of relationship lost between students and teachers now.
The union stated during the strike that the money was there multiple times. That's actually not true. Our finance department is now being run by the County of Alameda. That doesn't happen when you have money. We're in a financial crisis. The county is running our finance department. So people have been told things that are not true and they are believing them. That's a problem. So does it create mistrust? Of course. Was there mishandling of money under the previous administration? I think a lot of people believe there was.
The weekend that I voted, I was blaming my union a lot. And I still do. I think they got out negotiated and outplayed and definitely out PR'd. They let the district go on local TV and say this is a big victory. They let the district spin what it was before we had even read it. So like all my neighbors in Oakland were going, woo, congrats, congrats, congrats. And I just kept going, I haven't even read the thing yet.